Hello everyone, myself Premchandra Bharti from the Department of Physics, IIT BHU, Varanasi. I am working under the supervision of Professor Prabhakar Singh. I am presenting a contributory paper in ICEMD 2022. The title of my presentation is Comparative Study of Physical Properties of Cold Sinter CuPbBr3 and CuPbi3 perovskite for solar cell application. Outline of my presentation contains introduction, basics of solar cell, motivation, methodology, characterization tool, result and discussion, and finally conclusion. Introduction. As we know that energy demand is increasing day by day, and also the fossil fuel stock is decreasing day by day, which compel us to think about the alternative energy sources. There are various alternative energy sources on the earth like solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy and geothermal energy. But here we are focusing on solar cell energy because it is pollution free and available almost everywhere on the earth. Now basics of solar cell. First, what is solar cell? A solar cell or a photovoltaic cell is an electrical device that converts the sunlight directly into electricity by photovoltaic effect. Now, generation of solar cell. There are 4 generations of solar cell. First generation contains mono and polycrystalline silicon solar cell. After that, second generation which contains thin film solar cell of cadmium telluride and copper indium gallium arsenide thin film solar cell. Now, after that, third generation, which contain nanocrystal polymer based solar cell, dye synthesized solar cell, and perovskite solar cell. Recently, fourth generation come which contains hybrid solar cell in which organic and inorganic substances are used. This is the source of this image. Now, the important criteria for selection of active material for solar cell fabrication. The material should have band of 1 to 1.8 electron volt, have high optical absorption coefficient, high electrical conductivity, large diffusion length, and availability of raw material and production cost. Now, perovskite. Perovskite name is given by mineralogist Lev Perovsky. The general formula of perovskite is AbX3, where A and B are cation and X is anion. In case of halide, X is replaced by fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. So, architect of solar cell. Perovskite solar cell contains basically 3 layers. First is electron transport layer, which collects electron and transport it in external circuit. After that, active layer, which converts sunlight in electron and hole pairs. After that, hole transport layer, which collect the hole generated in active layers. After that, we have why perovskite solar cell. Perovskite solar cell is switched because the efficiency of this solar cell is increased just in 4 years from 15 to 22%. And it is very revolutionary because in 2012 efficiency reported 10%, but in 2019 it is reported about 25%. So 10 years of perovskite solar cell is greater than 40 years of cadmium telluride based solar cell technology. Other technical advantage contains perovskite solar cell have high VOC to band ratio and it have also 1000 times cheaper production cost than gallium arsenide thin film. But it have also technical limitation like stability and photo stability. Motivation contains SI-based solar cells are currently dominating in the market, but their per watt cost is still high enough in comparison to fossil fuel. There are several other type of solar cells whose pros and cons are listed here. Like cadmium telluride have high efficiency, but both cadmium and telluride are toxic. DSSC have low production cost, have very low efficiency. Hybrid perovskite have high efficiency but very unstable. After that, we have methodology, which contains synthesis and fabrication method. This method is divided in two parts. For the bulk, we use solid state reaction method, and for the thin film preparation, we use spin coater and pulse laser deposition technique. And here we have some characterization technique. Structural method is characterized by XRD, same time. Thermal analysis is done by DSC, DTA, TGA. Optical analysis is done by UV and solar simulator. And finally, we have electrical study is done through the electrometer and LCR meter. Now, my current work is on the CuPbI3 and CuPbBr3. Both the samples are prepared through solid-state reaction route or cold sintering method on the room temperature. After that preparation, after the preparation of sample, we done the XRD of the both sample, and after analyzing the XRD, we found that CuPbBr3 have cubic phase with CuPbBr3 have cubic phase and CuPbI3 have hexagonal phase with R3 bar M symmetry. After that, we done the UV visible study, in which we plotted the absorbance with wavelength, and we found that CuPbI3 have the absorbance in the range 4 to 500 nanometer wavelength. The band gap is estimated by using tau plot, and we found that CuPbI3 have the band gap 2.32 electron volt, and CuPbBr3 have band gap 2.87 electron volt. After that, for analyzing direct and indirect band gap, we plot the natural log of alpha h nu with h nu minus band gap, and we found that slope is around 1, which is for the direct indirect allowed band gap, and for the CuPbI3 we found slope is half, which is for the direct allowed band gap. After that, we calculate the Urbach energy from this slope, and we found that the CuPbI3 have the 111 millivolt Urbach energy, and compared to CuPbBr3 have 132 milli electron volt energy, Urbach energy. That's why CuPbI3 is more stable than CuPbBr3. After that, we done the thermogravimetric study, in which we plot the weight loss versus temperature, and we observed here that both the sample are stable up to 800 Kelvin. After that, we done the IV study by using solar simulator at AM 1.5G condition. In both dark and light condition, we plot the current versus voltage for the both sample, and we found that CuPbBr3 have less photoconduction than the CuPb I3, which have high photoconduction than the CuPb Br3. So the conclusion of my work is the XRD diffractogram revealed the single phase formation with cubic phase and hexagonal phase for the CuPb Br3 and CuPb I3. Band gap and Urbach are estimated by using UV visible absorption spectrum for both the sample and found that CuPb I3 have least band gap and Urbach energy compared to CuPb Br3. Both the materials are thermally stable up to 800 Kelvin. From the IV study, we observed that CuPb I3 have better photo response than CuPb Br3. And CuPb I3 have the potential to use in solar cell fabrication, but CuPb Br3 have very good photo response, but this cannot be used in solar cell fabrication. Thank you.